Right. I could have said something I didn't want the people to know.
Right. We could have been more entertaining for you. You should have said lights, camera, action.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know what I was doing.
All right, what song
sound
is
in,
that?
I didn't know it started right away.
What song is that? What song was that? What
What song was what for this?
For the shoulders, yeah.
Oh,
What song was that? What song? Come on. You gotta give it to me. What song is it? What song is it?
I ain't giving it to you.
Yeah.
Hey Alexa, play some funk.
The station, Funky Soul Classics, on Amazon Music.
Oh.
No jam turkey set.
I do. I'm just very entertained at Uncle Choppa right now. I'm extremely entertained at this.
You can't see me. I'm doing the butterfly. Though. Alexa, stop. You can't see me, but I was doing the butterfly. My butterfly out of 1 out of 10, I give it a 9.5. Only reason why I can't give it the extra 0.5 because I can't go low like I used to. What happened was my back. I hit 30 November 6th, 7 years ago. And my back ain't been right since. I blame it on. I tell people I got scoliosis, bro. What's wrong with I got scoliosis? That's it. I don't even blame the age. It's scoliosis.
So do you do left, right, and then 2 when you do the butterfly?
I can't tell you my secrets. People listening. There might be a butterfly competition coming up pretty soon. Then what's gonna happen?
And watching.
Yeah, then what's gonna happen? I'm gonna steal my moves.
I'm trying to see how you get to 9.5.
They don't know you.
Right.
They came for me. My butterfly, David Ruffin.
Hey, you. Is
it.
This your natural personality?
Yeah.
Where you live?
Across the street.
Oh, you coming to the cookout. You coming to the cookout.
Yo, you having the cookout today, this weekend?
Right now.
Right now.
Come across the street.
Hold on, I got it. All right.
Scoliosis.
I ain't got to carry now, right? My scoliosis. Get that cool out the basement. My spine works. Looks like Jamaica way. My spine looks like Jamaica way. I can't lift up nothing heavy.
My chest. You're making
Jamaica
my chest.
way, all the way to Jamaica way.
You see the scoliosis right there? I'm all fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to everyone that has tuned in thus far. Stephanie, we see you.
Hey, Steph, girl.
Alfredo, we see you too. We are
Alfredo.
We're killing time until Big Cap gets here, you guys. Thank you for giving us the space to be us right now before we get to nitty gritty.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, she's looking at this too, saying, "Oh no, don't talk about me."
What are the guidelines behind this live thingamajiggy? Because there's I have incense that I like burning, but I didn't want it to make it look like anything bad if I had incense.
No, we don't even see anything burning.
Mm-mm.
All right, I'll be right back. Let me go get my incense.
For your scoliosis.
That was my scoliosis.
The people know. We know it's for the scoliosis. We do.
I'm glad you guys know that.
We want the best for you.
I got a walking cane too for my scoliosis. I'll show you guys later.
Okay.
But I am curious to know. I know one thing we're gonna talk about is the naked truth, because I need to know about you guys walking around naked with your children in the house and everything.
Hold on.
Don't
wait for Big Cap.
I'm confused. I made a post.
Wait.
I don't know, but I made a post, just for the people to know. I made a post saying, is naked moms a real thing? Because I just thought it was like a new age thing, like something like these kids from like the new parents did. Apparently,
wait.
I'm wrong.
Wait. You ever
Alexa, continue the music.
You ever walk across the street?
Wait, we don't own rights though.
You ever go across the street? Put the button in back.
Alexa, stop. Huh?
You ever cross the street and hit the button, the pedestrian crosswalk, and it'd be like, wait.
Wait.
That's what I need you to do.
Wait.
Hey, Carla.
Wait.
Good evening.
Wait.
Thank you for joining us
Wait.
on YouTube.
Every time I hear the wait, I always think of Coming to America. The part where he says, "Bark like a dog." Woof.
Yo. Where did you find this person?
He's my neighbor.
No, hi,
He
neighbor.
really does.
I have a question about the Christmas tree.
What about
Has it been up since last year?
No.
When did you put it up? The day after on Black Friday?
The day after Halloween.
Oh,
Can we talk about that also?
yes, we can.
We can talk about
now. We can talk about that now.
Holiday
We can talk
rules
about
and
that right
regulations. Holiday rules and regulations. So when do you take down your Christmas tree?
I take mine down the day after Christmas. Immediately, because I'm tired of it. All the decorations come down, lights come down, stockings come down, gift wrapping paper, everything's gone out. Finito.
By the time the kids wake up, it's like a regular day. Like, what happened?
It is a regular day. Back to business, baby. Who got time for all this decor? Not
I think we should set rules as a community.
I think not.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm not gonna get yelled at by you today.
Wait, Nettie wants to answer the question. What is?
I do, because my family, if you were to ask my family, I am a habitual decorations person. My snowman does stay on the door year round. My son has a Christmas tree in his room that hasn't come down. I think it's going to come down this year. But in reference to like rules around the holidays, after Halloween, I consider it the holidays. So while decorated trees typically represent Christmas for some people, for me, they just represent the holiday. So I like to have around during all of the family gatherings that happen around the holidays. So I put mine up immediately, and I like decorating. So I actually have 4 trees in my house, not including the
other side
town over here.
Oh.
The town trees, which my friend told me you got 17 trees in this house because he was counting all of these. But yeah, I like decorating. I like seeing it. And again, it represents the holidays for me. So
I'm an a-hole. I know. I'm so sorry.
Nettie, Big Cap is here, guys. Yay! Carla said 3 days after, maybe. Who's a hater? G Patron, is that Greg? Hey, Greg, greetings and salutations.
What's up, yo?
Beige Zen, Nettie, where is my tree pick? Diamond Cartel, hey, big bro. Beige Zen says leave it up until the 6th.
I leave mine up until closer to Valentine's Day when I start to get.
How long
are
we leaving up the Christmas tree? You're supposed to take it down.
When do you put it up?
Oh, you can put it up the day after Thanksgiving.
And when do you take it down?
By January 15th, I would say.
So Nettie Boo puts hers up the day after Halloween and takes it down
around Valentine's Day when I start decorating for my son's birthday.
She needs to put out there that's clearly a fake tree. It can't be real.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say a real one would die by then, right?
Not if you water it.
Not if you water it.
If you keep watering it. I get real trees every year.
Yeah, I usually have real trees. This is actually I bought this year. I usually have real trees.
I think Christmas decorations need to go as soon as Christmas food goes. Once those leftovers go, all the decorations, they gotta go.
See, that's because people see it as Christmas. For me, I see it as holiday. So it's just celebratory, not just for Christmas for me.
I'm trying to think.
Like I said, I have 4, so I don't put gifts under all 4 of the trees. They're just decorations in my house. They're holiday decorations.
I think it was Maggie said she's getting a black tree, and I told her that's dope because then you could use that for every holiday, for Halloween, for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, for New Year's. You just change up the decorations
and colors on black
and Valentine's.
So dope. I have a black tree. And that's why I was in the store At Home before. And I was just collecting ornaments and happened to sit them on a black tree just because I had too many in my hand. The way the color popped, I bought the black tree. Like color popped on black trees.
I forgot. I was talking to someone and they said that they keep it up until March because they decorated for Valentine's Day and then they decorated for St. Patrick's Day. And I was like, oh, okay.
You have a white tree also?
I do have a white tree.
You do? Is that the one you really decorate for? Oh no, you take it down by Valentine's Day. Okay.
I haven't. No, I've only decorated like holiday decorations. I haven't done, with the exception of my son. My son is decorated in superhero. But I haven't done other holidays on trees. But it's the first time for everything.
You might as well.
At this point, you might as well.
Get yourself a pink tree while you at it. Do that for Valentine's Day.
A pink tree?
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Don't really go with my house though. We like red. I would prefer do my white tree with red.
Okay.
So you could do pink
Or
and
white
red.
with pink.
Yeah, pink, red, and white.
I like the basic color trees because then you could really spice it, like she said. Because getting a red tree, it's I feel like it's confined to like black, white, gold.
Pink.
That's true.
You could put pink on a red tree.
Yeah, pink. But
You
it's
put
like
orange on a red tree.
you
Yep, I was
could.
gonna say that.
For you to do those,
And
you got to be
purple.
super creative
She is.
on how you do it. You're good. Everybody can't pull off
Yeah,
no red
everyone
tree.
can't do it. But guess what? The
Chicken
gang's
butt.
all here now. Yay!
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. So now that the gang's all here, let's all introduce ourselves.
Hey,
Welcome to the
come on, come
Pandagasm
on.
show. I am your host, Panda. I have my lovely co-host, Big Cat. And my
My
other
scoliosis. I can't do too much.
he got scoliosis.
Stop it.
My
Just
other
a little laugh
co-host,
at it.
Nettie Boo.
What's up,
Yay!
what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up?
And we have our lovely guest today, Uncle Choppa.
Chop, chop.
What up?
What's up, Choppa?
Chop.
You ready to talk with us today, baby?
Chopper style, chop, chop, chopper style, chopper style, chop, chop. We up, chop, chop. We
All
up.
right.
Yo,
Thank
that
you.
scoliosis ain't happening now,
Right,
huh?
it's not bothering him right now.
So what you guys can't see is that I have my leg up on something. I'm actually holding on. So it's all about the illusion. It's
Mr.
all about
Harper,
the illusion.
I know. Mr. Harper, she apologized. She said sorry.
Harper, go kick a rock.
All right, Uncle Choppa, let's pick up where we left off. Give us the context for your first topic.
Yo, so apparently, naked mothers is a thing. I never knew that. I never grew up with a mother or even a female in my family who walked around naked. But that's a thing.
It is a thing. And I did see it growing up, just not in my house.
I never see, well, obviously there's a reason why I didn't see it growing up. But even I asked like my cousins, hey, did your mom walk around naked? They said no. I grew up in like an old school household where my mother would get dressed to bring me to the bus stop. Like she was going to work just to come back into the house. You know what I mean? So things that's like newer age for me. And people on my Facebook, when I made the post, they said, no, that's a normal thing. We've been doing that. My family's been doing that for years. But I also think it might just be like a gender thing. Maybe if you have like daughters or something, I don't think it happens with like you have like a son. You know what I mean? But what do you think?
I think it does, but I haven't experienced it and I didn't live that life either. So I honestly don't know.
So, my mom was a single mom for the most part and had 4 daughters. We seen body. We did. We seen body all the time, but it was 4 females in the house all the time. I am guilty of being naked in the house. It's myself, my husband, and my son, and I'm naked around him all the time. But I also feel like it's an age thing. Once he starts to really be able to identify like woman parts, male parts, you know, these are the parts. I feel like that's when I'll start restricting myself. Like, okay, let me walk around with clothes on. Let him see me naked less than what he does now. But that's me speaking about my life without really understanding that I didn't know naked mom was like a thing. I didn't know.
I
Me
didn't know
either.
that thing either. I just thought people were comfortable to be naked.
Some of the
Yeah,
comments
like, we all walk around naked, and me, I
Let's
don't
see.
hold off because I have boys.
Derek, Mr. Hopper, I'm sorry, Mr. Hopper. He says growing up Caribbean, that's a thing. That's a Caribbean mom thing.
It's not because I grew up Caribbean. So
I was going to ask that. Is that
dad's West Indian. He never walked around naked. My mom it was always like a long little dress or whatever.
The muumuus.
Yeah, exactly. Dad always boxers and a shirt. From what I remember, usually.
Yeah, see, even me with my kids, I have on basketball shorts, minimum. Like I have shorts. I might not have a shirt on. I always have my shorts on. That's it, realistically. Sometimes socks, sometimes not. But boxers is always a case, always a case. Parents, same thing, always a case. They always covered up because they said that's your prized possession. Nobody should see that. Always keep it covered up. And I was gonna say that. Is that more like a Caribbean thing? Because when I made the post, it was a lot more people of like Caribbean descent saying, yeah, definitely. That happened all the time. Or do you?
It depends on each Caribbean household because I say no, Amanda says no, but we're seeing that some of the comments here are saying yes, that a lot of Caribbean moms actually, just walk around the house naked.
Maybe the majority is. There's always exceptions to the rules. We're
PKs, so maybe that's another part of why they did it. I don't know.
I don't know if it's a Caribbean thing, but my husband is Honduran, and when he sees me naked, he kind of like not scolds me, but he's like, "Yo, it's traumatizing. Put on clothes." So I don't know if her husband mom used to do it.
Her husband's my cousin.
He's traumatized.
So do you see, like
he does say like it's traumatizing. He doesn't need to see you naked. Put on clothes. So
see?
Do you think if you had all daughters, you would have carried on the same tradition like you did with like your mom did with you guys?
Honestly, I think it's just a comfort thing. It's not. I don't walk around naked for any purpose other than
being comfortable.
I have on clothes. Yeah. So it's just a comfort thing. I'm in my house. I want to be naked.
Yeah, but like Amanda said, the least I've seen was like a muumuu, just a one gown in the kitchen, frying up some chicken wings and everything, head wrap on and everything. But when her bedroom doors closed, it's closed.
Right. So that's that. I'm not just like cleaning naked, but if I'm getting ready to get in the shower, getting out of the shower, I don't like hide myself while I'm doing that. If somebody's around, they're around. Other than that, we do wear clothes, but
I'm covering up.
You get dressed in the bathroom?
Yeah. You've traveled with me.
I know, but that's different than being at home.
Right, that's true.
True.
If the kids are home, I will come out in a towel or something, but that's the most. Yeah.
My towel's in my room.
No, the towel goes in the bathroom with me. And if I'm washing my hair, my robe goes too, just in case.
Yeah, at the very least, the towel. Sometimes the robe
so your
with
robe
the towel.
get wet?
I don't mind if the robe is wet.
You got a fluffy robe?
You dry off
have a
and then you
robe.
put your robe on.
I can't do a wet fluffy robe, man.
I do. I have a silk one and a fluffy one. It depends on the temperature outside.
No, I got a delivery coming out the shower, and I was so aggravated I had to throw on my robe.
I put the towel on, then my robe, and then I put the towel in my hair. So we all just be
and
chilling.
it's a wet robe now. Yeah, I'm wet ready. You got to dry off first, then you put the robe on.
It's all coming together one time. That's a lot of work.
And I don't like wet clothes, so I gotta like
soggy robe.
Yeah, wet clothes is a no for me.
And
I'm leaving the bathroom to go into my room.
Naked.
See, I'm lucky. My bathroom and my bedroom literally right there, so I'm fine.
While I'm drying off, come back, brush my teeth.
Because I like to air dry, so I'll go in my room and air dry, but I'm not walking to my room.
Her robe's still wet, Eddie.
That's okay.
At least this much of it is
I
wet.
got a dryer.
This much is wet.
The
dryer. The top part, the part where you can be like, oh, that's cold now. No, you gotta dry off first, then robe.
It's okay, I don't mind.
All right, we got
the naked truth.
We do have comments from Greg. It says culturally, everyone has some level of nudity. Zulus, rare. Children topless. You don't have a hair wrap after you wash it? No, I let it air dry.
Yeah, me too. I let my hair air dry. No air wrap.
I like to air dry everything. Everything needs to air dry.
Mine's go in wrapped. It comes out wrapped.
Your
When
hair.
I shower, yeah.
So it's
ponytail.
My hair's a mess.
It's a clip, and then I
my hair's a
scarf
hot
it
mess.
because I ain't got all day.
I had a
Yeah,
question.
my hair takes a little bit too long too. So that's when I get out
No,
the shower.
like it takes so much. So you got
That's
it's
it.
better to just,
I gotta blow dry it, brush it.
It's so much work.
Do you have waves?
I do.
Waves is a lot of work.
Low
Especially
tides.
if you want them to look good.
Oh, you got low tides. Okay.
Still, it still takes work.
I don't.
No, your light is hating on you.
Oh,
Sort of. You know that we'll let the people say they seen it. You know.
Don't get seasick, guys. Get your breath back.
On your low tide? On your low tide? Okay.
You can still go fishing, though.
Oh my God!
You can still get your feet wet.
Oh my God! He said tippy toe. I'm done.
Tippy toes be like, ooh.
He said refreshing.
I am so done. Uncle Choppa, what was the next topic you have for us, sir?
Recently, the whole Diddy thing happened, and I'm with Cassie 1,000,000% because I know he did it. He does weird things like that. So,
Hold on,
the industry,
real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt. Is that what you emailed us about? You didn't email us that.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
you
what
better
were
look.
Is that what
You
you were
better look.
referring to about the social media bosses and stuff?
oh, shit.
No,
I
it's
said
okay. It's
That's
okay.
what you get trying to make a point.
It's okay. Go ahead. Finish
My
the context.
scoliosis.
Because honestly, I didn't know what it was, what the context behind
Oh
it.
yeah, so no. It costs a lot in the industry to be famous. So that's what I was getting at. So a lot of times, especially like in the early 2000s, it was hell for women artists to become mainstream.
Yep.
We all know that. They had to go through the dumbest hoops possible. Cassie brought out the truth. And I hope more and more of these artists come forth. But Diddy's pool parties and Diddy things like that, he did everything mentioned. He did it. Everybody's coming forth talking about it. All that's true. There's YouTube clips. Usher came out, he even talked about it before years ago and said, yeah, strange things go down in a penthouse. Who else was there? There's a reasons why Lori Harvey stopped fucking with him. But the one thing Lori Harvey doesn't do is she never spills tea.
Right.
But she's a reason why she stopped messing with him. There's a reason why.
Listen, and that was quick as hell. It's like you saw one photo with him, maybe two, and she was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Nah.
I
But
feel
she's
like
not
that
gonna
was her
spill tea.
quickest relationship.
In the world, wasn't it? It was like what, 2.5 seconds?
Yo.
I don't even consider that a relationship. I consider him just saying hi and bye.
But we should have known because wasn't she dating his son?
Yeah.
Like, and then like we knew he was trash from there. Like, I just, what makes me upset with the Cassie thing though is the fact that maybe it's my fault because I didn't realize it was a civil, not a criminal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, damn, that shit ended mad quick. I wish it was a criminal. So that we could have really got people coming out, getting the tea, da-da-da. Granted, yes, she did open the door for other people to feel a little more comfortable to come out. I wish she would have really went in harder. I wish she would have gave more details. I wish she would have gave more names so that other people would have just stepped up and been like, well, damn, yeah, you're right. I need more because it's not just Diddy. It's also Kurt Frost, Rashida's husband. He done married her when she was like 14 or something. Took her from her family, married her, and didn't make it a big deal until she was like 17, 18. There's a whole bunch of R. Kellys out there, and I don't even want to say Bill Cosby's because I feel like back in Bill Cosby's day, they fucking knew what was the fuck was up. That was what those times were. They were all on that.
I was just gonna say that I'm not accepting it, but I understand that time period of what was going on. Again, I don't accept it, but I'm like, all right. It's like you can't tell an 80-year-old old racist white person to stop being racist. At this point, is
Thank you. You just gotta let them die out and let that whole piece of it die out, just like that whole generation.
Carry on the next generation,
popping them drugs and being all psychedelic on the dance floor.
Right.
We had to let that phase itself out too. That's the same thing. But going back to Diddy, he's not the only one. But if you notice, it seems like everybody, if you notice, a whole bunch of TMZ, Shade Room, Baller Alert, all of them, every other day, it's a new person accused.
But So the one thing I noticed that from a couple of comments that I seen is like, oh, Cassie, why are you asking for money? Because money talks. You can't just come out and say you did this, this, and this. Nobody gonna listen to you. You did this, this, and this. Now I'm gonna sue you for $2.4 billion. What? Now you got everybody. Money talks. She didn't have to take the money. She took it because hey, 50 million over 30. Hell yeah, I'm gonna take that and walk away with it.
And I
But guess
knew
what?
it was
More
gonna be
stuff's
more
gonna
than
happen
30.
to you. More shit's gonna happen. This is my more shit's gonna happen. And now everything else is starting to come out. Chris Light's another one. Marquise Houston's wife that he married. I was following that story for a while. So don't quote me 100%, but she was either a runaway or she was sold. There's two things because a lot of parents they sell their children into the industry so therefore they can make money. Nickelodeon, Disney, all those networks like that, those kids was bought from their parents, so therefore they can make money for the network. We'll get into that whole nother time. But his wife, he married at 18. She was best friends with Chris Light's daughter growing up. So once she turned 18, he married her immediately as grooming. He needs to go. Chris Light needs to go. Didi needs to go. Everybody during that time, it was a bad period. It cost a lot to be a boss back in those days. And you see the stories about Drake, Jay-Z, terrible.
And it's crazy because we all would be like, oh, what happened to this female artist? Or what happened to that female artist? Or what happened to her? She only came out with one song, or she was only on one thing. Because a lot of them was like, I'm not doing this shit. Fuck it. Fuck the dream, because it's not worth me having to sleep with this one, to sleep with that one, to record this and do this and do that. And some of the stuff that these people were asking them to do was just humiliating. Like
asinine, asinine. You hear me? Asinine, asinine.
And you wouldn't. And these are people who got kids, who got daughters.
Yeah.
They be wanting the money.
Like it trips me out how it's the men with the daughters a lot of the times who be doing this extra extreme fuckery.
But can't even say because they have, they came from a woman, because not all of them have good relationships with their maternal figures. So can't even use that as an example.
It's about that. It's the dollar sign. If I put $100 million in front of your face and told you to do X, Y, and Z, and it don't increase if you do X, Y, and Z, a lot of people take that bait in a heartbeat.
Right. And I do agree with Greg that money is the master, and thusly will always and continue to happen. So yeah, this is always going to happen because this has been happening since back in the day. Like Tina Turner's mom sold her out for money. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's going to get that. That's what's going to happen. Pretty much. Who? Riri rocked out. Riri rocked out.
That's
from where?
why. And see, people talk about Jay-Z and Beyonce because he was looking at her when she was like what?
After he did that 16? Joint album with Kels after Aaliyah rejected
he was looking at her, but then waited until she
got
was
Beyonce.
18.
Beyonce.
That Beyonce and Jay-Z thing, I don't think that's an actual marriage. I think that's just a civil union. But again, I'm sorry, I'm huge in conspiracies, but I don't think that's an actual marriage.
You are my conspiracy theory friend. All the time. Listen, I think everything is a conspiracy theory. I'm always with it like, yes, I can see that.
I'll sit there, I'm like,
absolutely. I think Illuminati is a thing.
Illuminati is a cult.
And I do think that people
it's
like
real.
Diddy is a part of it. It's just, I think that there's a certain level where they're like, we're not protecting you once you hit a certain amount of negativity. And they're like, you kind of on your own.
He's drawing too much attention.
Yeah.
You got to remember, with the Illuminati, you got to give something to get something. So once P. Diddy's reign of fame and everything is done, we don't need you anymore. What are you good for? Now I'm going to use the next person. Hi, Drake. You bring in X, Y, and Z. So this is what I'm going to give you every time you drop an album. I'm going to give you $100 million, but I need you to go to these countries and do blah, blah, blah for me. Mm-hmm. That's it. P. Diddy, I don't need you no more. Everything you've done is old. I don't need these old people no more. These young cats don't want to sign to you no more. Nobody gives a hell. P. Diddy out of here. And they're gonna go on to the next person. And the next person. Jay-Z's story is gonna come out in like another couple years because they're not gonna need him anymore. No, they're still gonna need him.
Isn't he like 50?
Beyonce and Jay-Z, they're still gonna stay because they have children now. And now their children become like the next.
But I'm still trying to see who's going to come out and talk about that baby Jay-Z had with that girl when he went to Carnival. But that's a whole nother conversation for another day. Remember that rumor?
They got paid off for that. Don't worry about that.
Remember that rumor? Like, how long is that rumor going to stay dead and down for?
You're not going to hear nothing else no more.
How long ago was it?
When did he do Big Pin and Spin and Cheese? Did that video when he was in Trinidad for Carnival?
So was that
one of those models? He had a baby with her.
About 20. So give the kid like 25. That's when they usually want to speak out. Between 22 and 30, they be like, "You're not going to deny me no more. You are my father." Blah blah blah. Give it a couple more years. Yeah.
But see, again, this is the power of Illuminati, because now you have the power of social media. They have people that's going to debunk everything. They pay people to say, "Yo, if somebody comes across this person, it's your job to debunk it," and you have 5 million followers to do so.
Yep.
So they'll even have their friends. They'll pay their friends off to lie and say that's a lie. You know what I mean? Just to make people look bad, because friends will take that $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. They ain't got no money. What they gonna say?
In a heartbeat. Yeah, I'll give you $100, bro. Just tell people that's not true.
I know Beyonce pays off the Shade Room. They can't post her.
Yeah.
They can't post her. When you got money, money talks. Bullshit walks. They were talking about it. I don't know if it's true, but it sounds like it was something she would do.
Well, because
it looks like something that she would pay off. Like, I dare you.
Shady, so
I dare you. She got
the
money.
day that you do, I'm getting this amount of money from y'all. Y'all's whole shit is shut down.
I could see that happening. Like, I don't even knock her.
I'm not saying
I don't blame her.
Now, who else do you think would do something like that other than Beyonce?
But here's what's wild though.
Fake ass Nicki Minaj trying that shit, but she ain't got the
Nicki's
money.
already down the drain. They don't need Nicki no more. Nicki's done.
Nicki's done?
She's done. They don't need Nicki. That's why she's quiet in the background. Sexy Red, Sukiyana, all these new age girls, those are the ones that grabbing them in right now. Sukiyana already came out and said she signed I don't know if this is real now. She said she signed a life away in a contract. I seen that in like a video and how she was crying about it and everything. And that's why she wants to change her life around. But again, she's done. What you reading? You got more comments?
Carla didn't need who together in the first place, but had them.
I think Jay-Z and
Beyonce. Jay-Z and Beyonce. Oh,
that's what she's like.
Stephanie, Cardi, who? What happened with Cardi?
Cardi would pay off the Shade Room.
Oh,
I think she said Cardi would pay off the Shade Room.
Probably.
Look at Nettie keeping up. That's right, Nettie.
You go, Nettie.
The agenda is because the Illuminati is not part of the topics tonight, so we're gonna do Illuminati when you're on the show, okay, Greg? We already get sidetracked in this.
No, Greg, pull up. We talking seriously all day.
We don't need no additional sidetracks. So, are we done with as far as this conversation goes? So we could jump to the next topic.
He did it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep. All right. So, I took a good friend of mine's status to discuss as a topic tonight because no such thing. I don't know what you're talking about, Greg, but okay. And her status said that after a certain age, when co-parenting, that dad should take their sons full time to kind of be that, male figure that boys need to become a man. Because as we know, when women are navigating absent parent households, they can't raise a boy to be a man. We can only raise them to be good people, right? Yeah. So you're a dad, you co-parent.
Yeah.
How would you feel that if you were to take your son after a certain age in life full time, and now mom is just like pop in, pop out, like, hey, how y'all doing?
See it on the weekend.
Honestly, that's what I prefer, but I kind of want it to happen when he gets to middle school, because where he's at as far as schooling goes for his age level is perfect. And then when he gets to like middle high school, I feel as if I can transition him to like a private school here, because he's all the way in like the North Shore. He's in Chelsea, Revere area. So I can bring him to like BC High or Walpole High or something like that. Chelsea High is a good school, but him being closer to me, after school sports, me with dad and everything, and do work. That's my goal. So yeah, I agree with that post 1,000,000%.
Me too.
1,000,000%.
Have you discussed that with mom?
Yeah, definitely.
How do you feel about it?
No, she's a mom. She loves the baby. She's thinking about it. She wants to, but I know when the time comes, she's like, no, I'm happy with everything. Blah blah blah. X, Y, and Z.
And now she says that, depending on because we don't know. You don't know what the future holds. How your child is going to turn out.
Well, let me say it like this. 2 years ago, she said no. Once they turned 7, she said you can take them, let them go to school over there. So it looks like hopefully it happens. Like I said, middle school, 6th, 7th grade. I don't know if that's elementary school nowadays. I heard school changes and everything.
Between middle school
yes,
for us,
middle.
6, 7, and 8 is middle school.
Yep.
It's still middle school.
Right. Yeah.
Middle school.
Okay, it's still like middle schoolish area. That'll be perfect and everything. Cause the whole growing up with you can do the baby stage and everything. When they walk, talk back, and think they're grown, come see Big Papa. Come do that to me.
And I do think middle school is the right time
I agree.
to grab a boy so you can help him actually, be that man
those
that
emotions,
he needs to be.
Those feelings.
And it's
thoughts.
okay to have them, but learn how to channel them and all those different things. So yes, I think middle school would be the perfect age.
I agree. I do. I definitely
think so.
And
I was thinking about,
quiet.
I did get quiet. I haven't given much thought into co-parenting because I feel like it's something that I don't want to have to do. And you know how if you don't think about something,
it won't happen. I feel you.
I think it's scary. I think as people, we need as much guidance from all genders as possible, which is the reason why, I have male friends around me. As well as female friends around me. Still at my big grown age, I like to have different perspective, different guidance from different people, just in general. So, and I know in the case of like co-parenting, right, when the parents are not together, that isn't always the case. So I don't know, because I can't imagine not being with my baby full time.
See, that's the thing.
And I know that
some
I have
mothers
to step outside of how I feel and think about what's best for him. But I'm still at my son's only 3.5. I'm still at the
wanting to cuddle and hug and cuddle, and
not just that, but being a part of his guidance. You know what I'm saying? Like being a part of his learning right now, being a part of his understanding right now. So
I think now is the age where him being around mom benefits him the most, because I think he's going to learn more about his feelings and how to channel it and how to talk more when his mom up at that age. When he gets a dad, it's when it's like, all right, now show your aggression, talk it out, don't hold it in. Like, we're more like, stop doing this and do it this way. Mom's more like, I understand you, like, you don't want to talk and everything. It's fine, talk when you're able to. I'm more like, why are you crying? I don't know. You do know why you're crying. Talk it out. What's wrong with you? I'm more of the pusher, the aggressor, until they say, all right, Dad, this is why I'm crying. Now I know why you're crying. All right, so let's go fix it. Don't hold in your crying. Now let's go fix it. Let's go take care of everything. But I feel as if anything, and again, my kids are 7, so at the age of 7 now, they're really starting to open up more and be more. My dad doesn't want me to not tell him what's wrong, so let me tell him what's wrong. With his mom, though, they're more like, nothing's wrong, Mom, and they just sit down and be quiet.
That's not how we work.
So real quick, I'm going to go to the comments because this one was pretty good. So Greg says, gender in rearing matters, not if the individual raising the child has the social ideologies. It's about the principles that needs to be taught. Then he says a woman can teach a man to be a man, but she'd have to know what that is. And how many know what a man is? Hence, you're talking about co-parenting instead of marriage. I didn't mean to post it because I just feel like the people who need to see the comments, because the comments is where it's at, should join the lives.
I like how that popped up, by the way. That was kind of dope. Go ahead.
Yes, we can show the comments. I just rather not. You want to see the comments? Join the live, baby, because the comments is always where it's at. Hold on. I want to go back to Greg, where he said that people are talking about co-parenting instead of marriage. So for me with that, I don't think when people, well, I'm going to speak for myself. When I was having my children, I wasn't thinking of the relationship ending. But unfortunately, life can happen. And so, that's the situation I'm in now, unfortunately, where I am having to co-parent. Was it what I wanted? No. I didn't wake up and say, I'm going to be a baby mama. No, that wasn't what I woke up thinking. So if we could have made it work to lead to marriage and still have that wouldn't be a thought process. However, life happens and you have to make decisions when things come up. So because co-parenting is what's being discussed, that's what's being discussed. You don't have to co-parent when you're married. Well, you shouldn't have to. So there's that. You shouldn't have to.
But so we're saying co-parenting, what is it called when you're married?
Parenting.
Yeah.
Parenting.
Okay.
I see what you're saying, though.
Yeah.
I do see that. I see what you're saying.
Because even at 3, there's been times where I'm like, hey,
come get this. This is a you thing. This is a you problem right here.
So,
no, I think that's still parenting. Though.
6 and 7 and up with the father should become the primary. Anything before them requires more nurturing. Mariposa Water says, I agree. It's beautiful to have the fathers handle that age and time. Can you be a little bit more specific, sweetheart? What age and time? Did you mean middle school?
Yeah, that's probably what she's agreeing with.
Probably. It's not a mom-father thing. It's about accountability being approached. See, I'm like that with my daughter, and she's going on 4. That was Carla. And then we have Greg again. When you had the child, did you think of having a husband first? So, transparent moment. I had this conversation recently with my children. No, I did not think of that. And I did not think of that. And I came up with this thought in my head because of another post that I saw also. I just wanted to be a mom. Like I was so focused on being a mom. I wasn't thinking about the husband part because I just loved kids. So that was where my mindset was. And that is my fault. And that is a problem as to why they don't have a good dad. Because in my mind, I got this. I just wanted to be a mom that bad. I wasn't focused on being a wife because the wives that I saw around me, I didn't want to be them. So being a wife was not ideal to me at that point of my life because the wives that were around me, I didn't want that. I was like, if that's what marriage is, I don't want that. I'd rather just be a mom. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me at that point of my life, and even now, I'm still questioning marriage because it's like, what am I going to benefit? So I still struggle about being married. I still struggle with that today at 40. I still struggle with, do I really want to be married? I think marriage isn't for everyone. Kids isn't for everyone. Everything isn't for everyone. Exactly. Everything isn't for everyone. I was married. It didn't work. Being married doesn't solidify anything. So I get what people say about it, but then there's still life.
Do you instead of being
single parents,
instead of being married, do you want a forever person?
Yes. I just want somebody to share these responsibilities with me that's going to put his penis in me and only me. Why is that such a big problem? That's simple. That's simple. You start to fall short in life, I got you. I'm falling short in life, you got me. We're going to figure this out. Your palele touching my punene touching your palele, and that's it. Don't beat me, I don't beat you. Don't cuss me, I won't cuss you. Let's talk it out. That's it.
Relationships are not fun without no cussing. I ain't gonna lie to you. You gotta have some cussing.
You cussed me, and my head, we broke up. I swear. You cussed me, we're broke up. I don't have that type of patience for people to be. Who are you talking to like that?
Not angrily, like, hey, baby, get your ass up over here.
Don't call your boy, your sister, your cousin, somebody, because go get that out real quick. Go ahead. You have the right. Go ahead.
Oh, you talk about like angrily cussing. No.
In my mind, that's how I work. Once we start cussing at each other, there's no respect.
Uncle Choppa, we was in the same spot because I was like, I say fuck in the bed all the time.
Well, I'm trying to be disrespectful in the bed. I'm trying to be disrespectful.
That's what I was trying to say, man. It's like, damn, man.
You working up to it and you talking shit on the nigga. Get your ass over here. You know, it's just you.
That's different. That's different.
Right. Okay. I'm like not like
aggressively. Talk shit just so he can get upset. Oh, you angry?
Time and place again.
And sometimes you need to like roll your neck because that's how you prevent scoliosis.
I agree. But again, time and place.
That's how I hurt myself.
If you're in an argument and you cussing and carrying on, you're going to be cussing and carrying on by yourself because now you're single. Shout outs.
I think we got a couple good comments, though.
We look like we
might. I was eyeing them. And I don't know if we want to shift the conversation.
Never thought of having a husband.
See, Babe said, never thought of having a husband. Stephanie, baby, I didn't ask for either. So much for pop locking and dipping.
Pop locking and dipping got stuck with a kiddo. He's handsome, though. We love him.
Hey, Anthony Edie, what's up? Okay. Oh, we have Anissa Greco. Hi, honey. I don't know who that is, but hi.
That's
How
the homie's
parents?
wife.
Oh, the homie's wife.
Yes.
Welcome back. How parents and co-parents treat each other and speak to and about each other is super critical as well. I agree. This is true.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is true. Very, very true. All right, we're gonna keep going to the comments. I'm sure every woman thought of being married before having children. Not every woman. No,
I would say
I just said no. I didn't.
I would
You
say
work
most.
hard to qualify for a job, yet we don't want to qualify for other parts, like having kids.
This is true. I say this all the time with whether it's a platonic relationship or romantic. Every relationship has a requirement, just like a job, a house. People do all the things that, you know, it requires to keep a job. They do everything it takes to keep their house, their living, but they won't do what it takes to keep their relationship that they claim they value. That's just my opinion. People put effort, time, and work into the things they want to prioritize.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So when you see someone's not putting that work and effort in the requirements, you're not a priority
about the
to them.
Elephant in the room. We were talking about co-parenting.
Yes.
Why does co-parenting and marriage go hand in hand? Just because you get married does not prevent you being a single parent, and it doesn't prevent you and your partner separating and ultimately becoming co-parents. So it's not a hand in hand thing. You can want to become a mom, you can want to become a wife, you can want neither. Sorry, Steph. Or you can want both. Or you can want both. It's not something like why they shouldn't merge. The lanes shouldn't merge. It's two separate things, because becoming a wife for me in my instance, it's more about finding a forever partner, somebody that I can do the hard shit with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sex is not hard. Somebody that I could do hard shit with. Being broke is hard. Paying bills is hard. Coming up with
struggling is hard.
Difficult. Coming up to difficult solutions to difficult problems is fucking difficult. Getting through shit is fucking difficult. Having conversations and coming to a common consensus is fucking difficult. Parenting is fucking difficult.
Yep.
So I want to be with a person that I can do the hard shit with forever. When it comes to finances and eligibility, that's when you think about, okay, we should probably get married, because then we can get this insurance, right, legally, and it will benefit us financially, you know, because that's where marriage comes in. Marriage is a contract, right? So you're going into contract with this person to be able to gain the benefits of whatever it is that you're doing. Love and a desire to be with that person forever comes first. And that, to me, has nothing to do with parenting. Parenting is something that you guys decide to do or not do after that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, do we want to talk about it? Because why the two are not interchangeable. To me, they're separate.
I like that. Okay. I didn't ever look at it like that.
You get the door?
This is why I like my show, this show, because we get all this perspective. We get all this feedback. We have so many people with different walks of life in the comments giving their feedback. And I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Greg said boom to Panda. I don't know which part he's booming to, but hey, I'll take it.
Probably the part that people don't want to put in the effort in other areas of their life as they do in other parts. Sometimes it's hard, and you're one person and you're stretched thin, and certain things is going to get more energy than other things, and it's fucked up, and that's just how it is, but that's just real fucking life. I don't know anybody that balances their life perfectly for every aspect of their life.
Can I run off camera real quick? Is that okay?
No facts. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Can I run off camera real quick and come right back?
Yep.
Okay, I'll give you guys a nice background, okay? Here you go.
He said background.
That's his scoliosis.
Background music.
Said exactly my point. If one of you dies, a partner is not recognized. A spouse is recognized.
So that's what I wanted
those are the point that it's stuff like that. Why marriage is important.
So that's what I wanted.
Or you just write up a will.
There's that part too.
Living will.
I want to make sure that That's what I wanted to say to that as well. Marriage is good for that part because once someone transitions, that person gets to legally make the decisions made for that person during that time. But then, like Big Cap said, wills
again. So if Amanda wanted to keep her partnership and not get married and do things like that, you would just come together with your partner, write that will up so that it's an understanding just in case. something happens, at least your family can't come in and be like, no, we want this.
Because again,
no, we want that. Exactly.
It's a legal binding contract, just like a marriage contract is. Write up their will. There's a solution to everything.
There is.
So if you don't want to be married, write up a will with your forever partner, and you guys put it in paper what you want. If there's going to be a lawyer present, there's all of that. So I mean, there's ways around not having to get married. It's really up to the individuals.
Yeah.
I mean, I would get married again now because I want a pretty ring.
You just said no. She just wants to be engaged.
I just said what I just said, though.
She just wants to be
engaged.
engaged.
I would do it just for the ring.
So then just be engaged because you don't want to be married. You tough girl.
If I
changed your tune for 2 minutes,
I have the right to change my mind.
On why you don't want to be married.
I said I don't know if I would want to be. I don't see a benefit from it.
You know what I'm not sure about at this ripe age? Children now.
And that's okay because everything ain't
I'm
for everybody.
More towards a no as I get older, girl.
Everything ain't for everybody. Because someone in the comments even said kids, meh. I think it was Anthony. He said kids, meh, marriage, meh. Yeah, see, that struggle is big facts. Marriage, meh, kids, meh. Life is a struggle. Life is hard.
Yeah.
But I think this is a great segue into the topic that I brought up.
Oh, yes, definitely a perfect segue. Absolutely. What would happen if your boyfriend or girlfriend was to get sick? Would you stick around? Would you be there to take care of them?
And do you feel obligation? Do people feel obligation?
Can I answer? I want to answer.
When they're married, do you feel an obligation to stay?
I want to answer.
Go ahead.
All right. So I feel like if you're not,
do you want me to give the background story?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I didn't know there was one. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I was listening to the radio because I just love talking, and so it was a model. She was a model, so she lived like the fast model life, and she was with this guy. They was married for 9 years. She was taking medicine and was paralyzed. He told her that he wanted a divorce because the wheelchair was unattractive to him. And the person that was telling the story basically expressed that he basically started treating her like shit. They were married for 9 years together before that. And now that she's paralyzed, he's basically treating her like shit and wants a divorce because the wheelchair is unattractive. And paralysis is not permanent. With therapy, it could go away.
All right. So even with the story, I'm going to say so we're just talking about if you're married or not married.
Either or.
All right. If you're not married, I feel like I feel like there's nothing like, bye. Like if you want to leave, you can leave. It's all about your guilt conscience, your conscious level, all these different things. Take that background off, Choppa. All those different things that, there we go. So we just see you. Okay. All those different things don't really matter. I feel if you're just in a relationship and you're not married. Now, for me personally, if I was married, I think it would depend on, and again, I've never been married, so I could just be talking on my ass right now. But me, I can't handle a lot. Too much of something, right? For me, everything is moderation. So if this person is like paralyzed, there's no getting back. Now with her situation, with rehab, she could get back. I'm going to stay around as long as you're making sure you're putting in the work during that rehab. I'm going to support you through the whole thing. Let's get back to who we were, where we were. If you're lazy and you're not putting in the work, I'm leaving. If it's something where you can't come back from it, I'm sorry to say, call me a stone cold bitch. I might be leaving because I don't want to be that person who treats you like shit because I stayed just because I felt like that was the right thing to do. Like if I know that I can't handle it and I'm not going to treat you well and I'm not going to be able to give you that 100% that you're used to, that lifestyle that I provided you and now I'm going to change, what's the point? I might as well leave you and let you be with someone who could love you unconditionally to that level. Because clearly my level is stopping somewhere.
Do you want to answer?
I don't know. I know that sounds terrible, but I'm just being 1,000%.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Like Charles, and then don't let you have been a bad husband. Like Charles, I would have rolled him in the tub. You know what I'm saying? I would have stayed with him long enough to torture him, and then I would have left him. No, but
who's Charles? Is this Medea movie?
Diary of Mad Black Woman. He had all that money. He got disabled.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you's a mean husband, I'm definitely leaving you. Struggle on your own, home skillet. You know what I'm saying? But if he was a real good dude, treated me right, was everything that I needed him to be all my life, he got hurt. If you could rehab it, if it's something that we can do to get you even close to normal, let's do it. You know what I mean? But a vegetable, I can't handle that. I'm not even going to lie to you. I can't handle that. I don't think that I can handle someone who I would have to treat as a child because, again, I don't have children. My compassion level is totally different from y'all's. Y'all got kids. Kids going to have kids. Like, y'all got different levels. I don't understand that level of compassion.
I like that. Okay.
I gave all them children back, okay? Every single one of them. So I don't have that same level of compassion that y'all have. My elevator stops at a certain level. And then I'd be like, bye, guys. And
so I have a question for you. So you said if he's paralyzed, like he can't come back from it. If it's a medical condition that happened while you guys were together, are you gonna leave?
It's possible. You know, it all depends on how this person's attitude is with the condition too. Because if there's somebody who's just a miserable person because of their condition, because you see some people like that who just turn into miserable, angry people. I'm not sticking around. I didn't do it to you. I don't care if it was a car accident. I didn't cause it. So what I'm not gonna do is stick around to be tortured. That's what I'm not gonna do.
So follow-up question. Let's say it was, and I'm gonna knock on wood. Let's say it was your fault that it happened. Let's say you said, "I'm hungry. Can you go and get me some food?" He went to get food. He got hit.
That's not my fault because did he order something too? So we was all eating. And I wasn't driving the car that hit him. That is not my fault. Yeah. How was that my fault?
He said you wanted a 6 feet
too. He said it was the way. You might as well, Choppa, because that ain't my fault. Yo, what? Now. A totally different story is if I'm a whole alcoholic and my kid comes out with alcoholic issues. That's different. I should take care of my child. I was drinking during my pregnancy. But you wanted to get some wings too. So why I gotta go down because you wanted to get wings and turned into a wing? Now I gotta take care of you? No.
He said he's extra crispy. I'm wrong for laughing.
Yo. Thank you. No.
Said somebody is cracking up laughing.
Debroiled. I don't gotta stay with you debroiled. That's not my problem. Just
not even a wing.
Listen, I'm gonna say it like this tall man told me before. I was at a concert and this tall man was standing in the front, second row, tall as hell, blocking my short ass view. And I said, sir, you know you're super tall, sir. Can you let me in front, sir? He literally looked at me with no shame and said, take that up with God. So guess what? And he absolutely right. That's not his problem. If he didn't want to be nice and let me squeeze it, and if my sir help me, I'm poor. If that didn't work, it just didn't work. Yo.
That's wow. Funny.
We're gonna pause
right.
You Unkle Choppa. Wait.
Nettie, do you remember your follow-up question?
I do.
Go.
But I don't want to ask it because I want to get everybody's outlook first and then ask the follow-up.
Are you going to be able to remember it?
Yeah.
Do you want to give your outlook?
No, I want you to give yours.
Okay.
And then I'm going to ask I'm going to give mine and ask my follow-up question.
Okay, and then we'll go to the comments.
Yes.
All right. So my outlook on it is I'm a rider. I'm going to stick it out, whether we're boyfriend or girlfriend or if we are married, because I want the same done to me. That's just who I am as a person. I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that I'm a mother or not. That's just who I am as an individual. That's just me. I'm a rider. So if you get sick or whatever it is, I'm sticking it out with you because that's life. Like I expect life to happen. Like I've taken care of my grandfather. I was there when my dad was transitioning. I understand life. I'm not always going to be in this able body either. Somebody might have to take care of me one day. We don't know what the future holds.
That's fact.
We don't know what the future holds. But like Big Cap said, that's my only problem that I would be dip and dabbling how their mental state is, because a lot of men, once they get to that state where they can't take care of themselves anymore the way that they used to, or they can't do the things that they used to, their mental state, once a man, twice a child, they regress worse than children. You know what I mean? Too. And they get into a really bad mental state. So depending on, like Big Cap said, your attitude towards your condition now, I can stick it out. But if you're waking up and you're throwing grapes at me, or you just want to be a cunt to be a cunt because you're in the condition you're in, and I'm still sticking it out with you, like, hey, babe, good morning. Like, I'm taking your wheelchair, I'm spinning you around so we can dance together. Like, if I'm making the best of of the problem and you still just like, nah, then you had to do this by yourself, because now you're taking my piece away. Like, so I'm here doing this with you, and you the one, like, what?
So what if it's more like a mental depression thing more than like him being angry? Like you said,
same. I know Amanda's gonna say if he's putting in the work, she'll stay, but if he's not, she's not gonna.
The mental state.
No, which is right, but like sometimes like a man will feel as if, like, man will be a provider. Once he's in that chair, he can't physically provide for you. He's already gonna feel depressed as is. He's gonna put on the front.
Security check. What you mean?
And there's plenty of online jobs. There's plenty of different things that you can do. Like,
and he got a handicap parking sticker. We could park closer to the store now. What you mean? You doing a lot, bro? You doing a lot for us right now. That handicap parking plate is so clutch.
What
we got winters.
Is pay attention to what you are bringing and focus on that instead of focusing on what you can't.
So you think about what now he can bring to the table collectively, but
he's still bringing something to the table. Again, your mental state, it's all on perspective. How are you navigating the situation? How are you dealing with the cards that were dealt? How are you dealing with those cards that's dealt?
But here's the thing, though. A man can only deal to a certain extent
and that's not my problem anymore. If you, that man, have a problem with your problem.
But he's not going to take it out on you. Again, mentally, he's going to be happy, but he's still going to feel depressed on the inside.
Listen,
you can bring him
and that don't have nothing to do with me. You're not living in
smile, but he can't really, because his first thought is protector and provider. Once those two are stripped,
I'm licensed.
Now he got to find a new lane and avenue for himself to be there for you.
Listen, as long as you're protecting my heart, I don't care about nothing else. People take that word protection and have different definitions for it. All I need you to protect is my heart. I need to know that. What?
And that's simple. But again, a lot of men's mental state is not just
about the other stuff. Again, like
it's not just the heart. It's just like he needs to.
That's a him problem. He's in his head.
Finish his sentence.
I apologize.
Go ahead, Uncle Choppa.
I ain't saying nothing, man.
I'm sorry, Uncle Choppa. I didn't need to. I love you. Hugs.
I'm gonna go get some weed real quick.
You make me sick. I apologize.
I want to hear Nettie's thought on this because
did you really not want to answer?
No, go ahead, Nettie. Go ahead.
Okay.
I forgot now.
So I listened to the whole conversation in the car, and a lot of people made comments about like sex and not being able to please your partner and everything.
Because everything's not about that. But
right, everything is not about that. So my perspective on it is this, and I already explained to you guys what I consider a relationship, right? Somebody that you can do the hard parts of life with, but a lot of that is figuring out what it looks like. Literally figuring out what it looks like going forward. And I feel like we have access to so many resources nowadays that you wouldn't have to feel like you're giving up your life for the person that you love, the person that you decided to do for better or worse with right? So because a lot of the things people were saying is like, oh, because this happened to you, now I have to give up my life. That was the hard choice that people were expressing. Like, okay, now I'm giving up my life and I'm going to build resentments for giving up my life. You don't have to, though. As long as you have that understanding with your partner, you don't have to give up your life. Continue to live your life the way you want to live your life. And we utilize the resources around us to get us through this situation. So there's some caring that you will do for the person, some regular caring, but you don't have to give up your life to fully commit to taking care of that person. We have so many resources now where you utilize those resources and continue to, live your life accordingly. I think it's an understanding between partners.
I agree.
I think that sounds good with saying that there's so many resources, but you got to get to the resources. it's so much that goes with the resources that are available. I do get what you're saying though, that if people utilize more of the resources, then they would feel like there's less of a burden on them.
Right.
Yes, I do agree with that. Yeah, that's fair.
But then I also feel like that's part of the mental state too. Are they gonna do the work to
and are they gonna accept the help that's offered? Yeah. Like so, you could give them 1,000. You can offer them laundry. You can offer them food prep. You can offer them this, that, and the other. No, I don't want that. Then what are you gonna do?
Right.
That's mental. So then we talk about therapy.
Mm-hmm. And then they don't want therapy. And then what do you do?
Okay, so now it's less about your condition that's affecting me, and it's more about your mental health that's affecting me. And whether you were paralyzed or not, if your mental health was affecting me, I would leave you. Mm-hmm. So it's not about.
So it goes back to how they're handling their own situation before you worried about how I'm going to help you handle it. Because hello.
Yeah, I think it just goes to their mental state. I'm sticking it out with you. If you could figure it, if you good with, mentally.
So, this is my follow-up.
Oh, yes.
My follow-up is the reverse. And I want to ask Big Cat first. What is your expectation? Now, something happened to you. Are you expecting the person that you thought loved you unconditionally to stick it through? Or do you have the same sentiment?
Same sentiment. For me, it depends on the level of what I got going on. I think when it gets to a certain extent, I legit am going to look to my family more so than my partner to love me and nourish me and get me to where I need to be, i.e. my sister, my brother, definitely not my parents because God knows. But that's when and me and my sister already have that bond where we already know if something happens, bitch, I'm wiping your ass and you're wiping mine. Okay, like if we ain't got a husband and somebody needs their ass wiped, we gonna take care of each other, but we gonna walk out this house with our head high. We already have that understanding that if all else fails, we will take care of each other on some golden girl shit. But no, as my husband, yes, depending on the extent, and I could be a bummer. So depending on the extent of what's going on with me and my attitude, if I'm being fucked up, please leave. I wouldn't want you to stay. That's torture.
And that was my thought. And to give my
I'm not selfish like that. I'm very well-rounded.
That's how I came to so while I was listening to the conversation, that's how I came to, my decision, because I immediately looked at the situation as if I was the person that was paralyzed. Right. Do not give up your life for me. Promise me you're not going to give up your life for me, because I wouldn't want that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would not want someone to give up their life.
If I felt like I was much of a burden, I would be trying to give back the ring. I would be like, can you go live your life? Like, I'm that type of person.
I'm a solution person, and I'm not necessarily a quitter. So instead of you quitting your job to come home and take care of me, no. Let's look into all of these other resources. Let's go talk to people. Let's figure out there's something else.
Work from home, you don't jobs have to, let's make it a hybrid, something like that. So at least it's not all day, every day. Exactly.
And I considered you stopping your life to take care of me. How does that affect the quality of life for my son?
And see, that's a whole nother part of there's kids there too.
Yeah, you can't.
You know what I mean? Like, and then if we had kids, I don't know that I would want, and again, I don't have kids. I'm not married, never been married. So I'm just speaking from being the single person thinking of what could happen. I don't know that I would want my kids seeing that. You know what I mean? Like certain levels of it. Depends on the level of where I'm at. Am I in the bed where I can't get up at all and I'm possible bed sores and shit like that? Like, please leave me and go put me somewhere where they could really take care of me. A high quality place, please. I'm not requesting one of these low down places where my bed sores are going to get worse.
I'm going to put you wherever your insurance covers.
But put me somewhere, beyond the insurance so that I'm in a place where I'm comfortable and you're also comfortable with your life as well. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't ask somebody to stay with me just because of a paper or a ring. That's just me.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want them to leave. I want them to do what's best for them. But
let's get to these comments because I need to see.
I don't think Uncle Choppa told us his feedback.
I don't know that he wanted to. Did you want to tell us what would you do?
We would like it if you gave a response.
Can you give me a because I know I walked away when you guys started talking.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did. You walked away. So Nettie Boo was listening to the radio station.
I was listening to the radio, and a woman was expressing how her friend, who used to be a model and have like a high fashion, high volume life, is still with a man, and they've been married for 9 years. She recently woke up paralyzed due to some medication that she was taking, and her husband has basically been treating her like shit, and most recently asked for a divorce because the wheelchair turned him off.
Which is so like.
So my question is it an expectation when you're married that you have to stay and basically give up your life to take care of your spouse?
But you just said it's not giving up your life.
I mean,
you. Well, that's what she said earlier. That's not giving up your life. You got resources. So what's your thoughts?
So once I'm in a position where I'm on a machine, pull the plug. That's my thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Pull the plug. I don't want to.
Reversible. Something that's
reversible. Her paralysis was
reversible
with therapy.
Oh yeah. Nah. I'm gonna fight through it. As long as you there to help me and everything, we can work through it together. Nah, we got this. I can. It's just so. What I was gonna say is that for a man's ego, like for me, I do construction. That's my go-to. That's my baby and everything. Once I'm unable to use my arms and my legs and everything, then now I have to figure out something else to do to be a provider. So that right there will take a man's mental state from 100 down to like 20, because a lot of people don't really know anything besides one thing. Some guys really just know construction, and that's it. They've never picked up a telephone to call anybody. They've never done customer service. They've never folded clothes or anything like that. So at that point, it's like I'm useless to her. She's gonna leave me. A lot of guys mental. She's gonna leave me at some point, anyways. I can't give her money. I can't give her the ooh wah wah. I'm just laying here all day, every day. So that's just the thing. If I'm able to come back from it, I know. I mean, I got hands of everything. I could do anything. I'm gonna be able to fight through. As long as I can use a wheelchair, go like this, like that dance do, we can always make things work.
You still got the arms, yeah, that's right.
As long as I got this, we can do my scoliosis.
Yeah, if it's something that can be you stick around. Like I think he's a dick for leaving because it was something that they could have.
But here's my thing, though. I think now listen to that story. Was she the breadwinner?
I don't know. She was a model.
So my thought is this: model, high volume, high followers. She could be the breadwinner. So once the breadwinner doesn't make enough bread, he might. I need to go find somebody else so I can move off. You know what I mean? She's not bringing in $100,000 no more. Now she's just bringing in her insurance money.
Okay, so going to read the comments real quick. Kids are ghetto. What if we shifted to arranged marriages? I like arranged marriages. I am totally for them. Mad about Panda, a pretty ring. Don't be mad, baby. Just join me. You should put assets in the trust. Certain things can't be in a will, and spousal privilege kicks in. So we got more into depth with the boyfriend, girlfriend, or engaged. So either or, Carla. He's trash. If you're married, maybe a little stronger to stay without that relationship can end fast. Mm-hmm. Not married, I'm leaving. Married, you stay. Mm-hmm. If I'm riding, I'm riding. I feel obligated to my child and family. If you truly love the person, you would stay and support the sick partner. But depending on the severity of the medical condition, it can be very difficult to take care of them.
Yeah, that's that part.
Oh, man, how do I not show it? Oh, well, there it goes. He's trash. The vows are clear. I don't see how you can claim to believe in marriage and you can justify leaving if you're true to your vows. Not married, so I don't know what I can't see the rest. How do you see the rest? I don't know. He sounds like a sweetheart. And I can't see the bottom part. Yeah, I just can't see it. Just leave it. Sorry, can't see the rest of it. It's never a for better or worse, honestly. I hate when I do this. Resentment will set in. I think that's for your comment. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was laughing about the Charles comment.
No, because Charles, I'm throwing you in the pool too, if it was Charles.
She's my inner voice. Who's your inner voice?
Me.
I have a good fucking night. Stephanie, what are we good nighting about, baby? Come back. Who's hilarious? Big Cap? Yeah, she got something wrong with her.
To the wing. They're all in the wing part, so they're talking about how you fried.
Oh, throwing grape. But richer or poor, through sickness and health till death. Anyone who can stick to that shouldn't get married. It's simple. Not easy, but very simple.
Yeah, whoever can stick to that. Yeah, see, that's why I ain't married, y'all.
That's when he has to open up and allow the woman to help him get well. Very true, Sage.
Yeah.
I agree.
And men be not wanting that help, man.
Hold on, Steph. That devil advocating Chopper, that man can feel what he wants, but he got to humble himself to know the woman he got. If she got you, what the fuck is the issue? Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
That's what, isn't that what you
Calm
want your
down.
partner for, your
Right.
person for?
If you know, like, let me do something. Let me step up.
Our generation has seen a lot of different relationships, and we formulated a plan to make, build, and or create a better or stronger future for not just ourselves, but for the family we may want.
Yeah, we are moving better than
we are. We're
for
definitely
other
moving better.
generations. He's adding on with you. Look.
Oh, the parking, Social Security, disability came in. The depression can be worked on. See, depression can. That's what we're saying. If you go to therapy,
to work on it,
and,
I'll be
your
there.
words.
But if you being a dick, I'm out. I'm throwing you in the pool and I'm out.
We've definitely idolized the ones such as our grands who lasted till dirt. We'll try it, but it's never guaranteed. That's true.
This is true. And I don't know that we idolize it. I feel like
I think we were fooled into thinking that's such a beautiful thing, but little did we know in the background all the shit that they went through,
what they were going through,
and that their parents made them stay in them relationships. He's a good man, Savannah.
He's just in a bad situation. The backup. If you don't have family as a backup, start making some friends.
You better make a friend that's gonna wipe your ass, or you better get that husband that's gonna wipe your ass, or you better I don't know. You just shit.
Somebody wipe it.
Yeah.
Somebody will do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody will wipe it.
Somebody. There's people.
I love you all day, girl. Come on, bring that over here.
For the resources, for example, you still have to sacrifice and not live your life. Is what she's saying?
Yeah.
And not live your life how you want to.
That's true.
If you can't afford the resources. So I work in healthcare. You don't have to be able to afford the resources, especially when you go into a situation where you become disabled. You get so much.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not even about affording. Especially like we live in Boston. Go to Boston Medical Center. I know it's a hospital that doesn't have the best rep,
right?
But let me tell you something. They have the most resources
to offer.
I'm telling you that coming from a previous employee. Whatever situation you're going through, I always tell people go to the emergency room at Boston Medical Center. They're gonna help you. So
Paige Zen, she's in Barbados.
Mm-hmm.
So the care out there will be a little different.
That's what I was thinking about.
I see.
Yeah, Choppa Beige Zen is who you were emailing when we were setting up our appointment for today.
Beige Sensation. Hey, girl.
Yes, that is her. All right, my loves. Has everyone given their input on the wonderful topics that we had tonight?
Yeah. Are we sure this is the last one of the year?
This is our last show of the year, guys.
You sure we ain't gonna get not one in December?
Maybe we can, just us.
One.
But as for right now,
Yeah.
hey, Franz, you're in the building when we're leaving. You're in the building at Amen. You know when somebody coming to church at the end of church and they catch Amen? That's Franz.
Listen.
That's Franz.
He said I was here the whole time.
He lied.
Look at attendance. My name's on it.
So hold on. Just in case that this is the last show we have for this year, I need you to brag about yourself. Because, baby, this year has been yearing. Life has been lifing. I need everybody to brag about yourself. Put something in the comments that you're proud about yourself. Yeah, even if it's just surviving to November 29th. Even surviving to November 29th was something you're proud of. Put that in the comments. Brag about you right now. I want everybody to brag on themselves right now. Because let me tell you, life is lifing. Mm-hmm. So anything that you are happy about, anything you're proud of in this moment, put it in the comments. Let's celebrate one another, because why not? I'm celebrating that we're all here in this moment. Bills are paid. Hey, made my 47th year. Uncle Anthony, I was supposed to call you the other day to wish you a happy birthday. Hear me saying thank you.
Thank you for reminding you.
Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. I was supposed to text him days ago. She's gonna tell this man thank you for reminding me.
To say happy birthday to you.
I'm terrible. Proud of how you've been handling grief and almost done with school. Yes,
that's what I'm talking about.
Mr. Edie, you didn't punch any students. Amen. Yes, I have no bail money. Yes, I have no bail money.
That's right.
Yep, and then put steps too.
Panda is doing a podcast. Anything that happened in the Matrix. Say it to me. Yo.
A great father loving this thing called life. Amen. Amen, Stafford. Amen. Shout out to Stafford for always entertaining us. He is always here for us. I hope everyone that is watching right now has subscribed to Pandagasms.
Yes.
Everybody should be
If you
subscribed.
haven't, I don't know why you haven't.
Please subscribe. Tashi, could you please drop in the comment section our link to our business card so people could follow us on whatever platform that they want to follow us on. She made it through this year. Amen. That's right. Her tiny 4-year-old ass was able to dance for an hour and didn't pass out. Is that when we went to hip hop class the other night, Carla? Is that the hour that you didn't die?
Yes, that's what she's supposed to be talking about. That's what's up.
Me and Carla went to this really good hip hop class the other night. It was so fun. I haven't danced hip hop in a long time in public. In my room, I do. But in public, because I'm just not a hip hop.
Yeah, you're a soca girl.
I am. I'm a soca baby.
What was y'all doing?
We
Don't
went.
tell me, show me.
We did it was a Jay-Z song, and then we was like, I was in the back though. I was in the back though. I made sure I was in the back because I was like, I don't dance hip hop, but I felt like a 90s video girl after that. I was like, oh shit. Check me out. I did. Yeah. I was in the back though when they posted it on social media. I was like, yes, you can't see me messing up in the back.
That's right. That's why it pays to be.
It was fun though. It was fun. I had a great time, and I'm definitely gonna go back because it was great. I went to Mr. Binga. If anybody's watching that knows Mr. Binga from Boston, a lot of people know Mr. Binga. I love her. She's amazing.
Oh, don't be like that.
My heart believes that too.
Yeah.
I definitely do believe that.
They're watching the show right now.
They are, and they're gonna find you.
Mm-hmm.
They are definitely. You ladies want to brag on yourselves before we head out?
I'm gonna let y'all go first while I make my list.
You're making your list and checking it twice.
Speaking of lists, I'm happy that I'm almost done with my Christmas shopping. This is a late start for me because usually I'm done by December the 1st and wrapped up in everything. So I'm happy that I'm slowly getting it together. I'm happy that I made it to November. I'm proud of myself for leaving people blocked that were on blocked, leaving them blocked. I'm proud of myself for that. Not jumping back into the fuckery. Let's see. What else am I proud of for this year? Not losing my mind. Yeah, this year has been a year. And putting my mental health first.
Hey.
That's what I'm most proud of for myself this year. Yeah.
You still thinking?
Yeah. My mental health first is my number one.
And then we're going to let Uncle Choppa go.
We're going to let Uncle Choppa go after. Okay. So, one, I'm happy that I have a whole woman team without you guys and Tashi. They say Black women can't make things work. It's a lie. We have been going hard and strong for 3 years. Okay. We've had ups. We've had downs. Life has been life and for all of us in different ways, but we are still here 3 years later and we're going into our 4th year together, even stronger, even better. So drop it in the comments on what you would like to see from us in the new year with our show. Would you like it in Boston? Would you like it like far away? How far are you willing to travel? Things of that nature. Drop it, drop it. Tell us about all of that.
Where you say, Choppa?
Barbados.
What? Well, we will do a show in Barbados. Look around and find out. So I'm thankful for that. I'm happy that we are here for that. We definitely made it through this year. I am happy that I finished yoga teacher training. So I'm a yoga teacher, guys. I am so happy that I finally paid off my car.
Yes. Now that's
my title is on the way. And I talked to my baby. I said, Magneto, now let me tell you something.
I hope you set her straight.
Him. I said, Magneto,
you act like a her.
You don't get me through the next 7 to 10 years, we're gonna have a problem.
You said 7 to 10.
I need Magneto to get me through the next 7 to 10 years because there's things that I need to accomplish without having a car note, and I need him to understand the longevity of his life is important to me.
7 to 10 is a long time.
And you know what? I'm gonna leave it at 7 because I'll be getting close to 50 by then, and probably midlife crisis. I'm like, fuck all this shit.
Exactly. You gonna want
kids
is
I'm gonna be an empty nester. Kids is out the house. So but I'm just saying, at least 7, because the things that I'm working on right now, I need to be comfortable in them. So I need my car to not act up. So every time I get into Magneto, I'll be like, good job, baby. I rub him. Good job, baby. Good job. So yeah, and I'm happy to be here too, because
blood pressure down, turn 40. That's right.
I'm sorry. That's right, Rick.
Because that was good.
And just being here, being able to meet all the people that I've met, I'm so happy about that, because a lot of times life be like, don't talk to nobody, just stay in your shell. And I'd be like, no, I'm gonna go make friends for my podcast so we can talk shit. So yeah, I'm happy about all those things.
See, I'm good with that when we're out. I'm good with bringing up the podcast and telling people about the podcast when we're out. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm doing better at networking. People that don't realize, like, I'm really shy. So networking has been a challenge for me this year. I'm extremely shy. If I don't know you, I will sit down and be quiet. I only talk to break the ice in the room. I do not like talking to strangers. You learned something new today.
Yeah, I'm an introvert. I
don't like talk. You won't see this side of me unless I'm comfortable with you. If I'm quiet, I'm uncomfortable.
And you know what's wild? I feel like I'm an extrovert, but I also feel like I'm super quiet when we're on the show.
See, I'm an extra, but I'm so an introvert because I gotta go back in and recharge. And I need like after this, I'm gonna need the rest of the night where it's just me.
Yeah, like for me,
so I can recharge and it's just me. Then I'll see y'all again in the morning.
Like, hi.
Yeah, so for me, I could go out after this. Yeah, after this, I can definitely. I'm a social butterfly. Like I can go to social events, but I'm usually in the corner by myself. I like to people watch.
Yeah, doing dances like this.
Yeah, I can have a whole party alone. Like I just like social settings, but.
I like to talk to people. I love perspective. I'm gonna go out. I can go out by myself, but I will absolutely meet people.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely
everywhere I go.
I go out all the time by myself.
The other weekend, and guess who I met? One of the owners. Do you guys remember Imperial Sports?
Yeah, from way back in the day.
I met one of the owners from there.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it was so amazing talking to him. Just randomly, I was
extrovert. There. I mean, I'm like, that's cute.
That's the only reason I miss being a bartender.
I couldn't.
I would, I feel like
my cheeks would hurt over time. I would be like, listen, I gotta go to the bathroom. I would be in the bathroom like, oh my God, I just spoke to 17 people and I gotta talk to 17 more. All right, take a breath. Puffy, okay, you good. And then I will go back out and give it another 25, 30 minutes. Then I go back in the bathroom. I got pee again. I got one kidney. I would blame it on the one kidney and be back and forth. Like,
good night, Carla. It was good having you.
I know we're so over. I'm gonna give mine real quick. I'm happy that I did not quit my job. I told you guys that I got a new position, and not everything is for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I love the company that I work for. I'm happy that I haven't quit my job. I am happy with where my personal life is right now. We did our transparency post, so you guys know.
Yep.
Moving parts.
Yep.
Super duper happy about that. Super duper happy about the podcast. I'm happy with where life is right now.
Yeah. Brag on yourself, Uncle Choppa. Sorry.
No.
You finished bragging?
Yeah.
Uncle Choppa, your turn to brag.
I'm here, living life, loving life, cooling. Hopefully shooting a video next year. Web series next year. Gonna be more out there. I'm low key, kind of sort of shy person, like that much. But I'm gonna get out that next year. You don't think so?
I've been working on. You want to work on it with me?
That's why I said no, because I'm not either. I am, but I'm not.
Do you want to work on
it
together?
But we aren't.
Yeah, we could work. You want to start next year? We could start together next year because I found a lot of networking events.
What is happening?
He's dancing.
Right
he's happy that
we're going to work on networking together.
Oh, I love networking. Oh my gosh, you'd be surprised the people that you meet.
You do.
You never know.
I'm
who
good.
You're sitting
I'm
next
good
to.
after I say hello. After the hello, I'm okay.
No, so you want to know? You want to know what I learned because I wasn't always this way.
Actually, I'm sorry. I do gotta go though. So
I'm sorry. Fine. You know what? We are going to wrap this up. We're not going to make it any longer. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Merry Kwanzaa. Whatever you celebrate. Whatever it is that you celebrate. I don't want to leave anyone out. I don't want to offend anyone. Thank you all for tuning in. Peace, love, and light. There's always a show coming out on Wednesdays. We love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Yes. Choppa, you crazy.
Pandagasms.